So this month marks the 35th anniversary of Super Mario, and for this anniversary Nintendo have brought out a really good line out of Mario video games, including Super Mario 3D All-Stars for the Nintendo Switch, including 3 of the best classic Nintendo games. But why is everyone so upset and annoyed at Nintendo for re-releasing 3 of our favourite games on one game cartridge or download title? Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy. These are all-time favourites, and we've been asking for these for so long, so why is it an absolute bad issue? Well, of course, this is a good thing that we can finally play these classics on the Nintendo Switch on both the TV and even on handheld mode. But the only issue is that it's priced at £50. So what are Nintendo calling a remaster? Well, in no way this is not a remaster at all. Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy and Spyro Reunited Trilogy is a remaster simply because it has redesigned graphics, animation and revoiced characters, where the Super Mario 3D All-Stars for the Nintendo Switch is just a port, with just copying the game ROM files to the Switch, with only difference is a tiny bit of sharper colours, and button controls for in-game are changed to suit the Nintendo Switch. Ports is something that's been happening for ages with PC mods for Super Mario 64, and even better, there's also been full screen mods for the game as well. But of course Nintendo doesn't want to acknowledge this. These mods were simply made by individuals, whereas Nintendo is a big corporation with companies that help, like Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 and Mario Strikers Charge was developed by Next Level Games, and the new Mario Kart Live Home Circuit is developed by Relong Studios. So surely Nintendo could have got a company to develop a new remaster with new graphics for Super Mario 64 and possibly Sunshine and Galaxy as well. Like Activision got Vicarious Visions to remaster Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which they done an amazing job with, especially with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, with not just redesigning graphics but actually remaking graphics from the ground up, as well as adding new textures in the distance to give a more of a real life effect that wasn't even possible in the original games. Developers revisited a lot of the real life locations to remap the location in the game to match on what they look like these days. You can tell this from looking out of bounds of some of the levels where the skybox are just pictures of the location, so the developers can get more understanding on what the real life location looks like. This example is from a YouTuber named Slipping Out, made a recent video going out of bounds of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. All of this priced at £40. Same with Toys for Bob redesigning Spyro 1, 2 and 3 with whole new animations and revoiced characters. That's all priced for $34.99 for all 3 games, which is even on sale quite a lot of the time as well. Basically what I'm trying to get at is that these developers have been put in charge to remaster these games, and they have actually remastered them really well, with also pricing them sensibly and not the price for a full new game. It's not just me that is angry about the high price for just nothing more than a simple port, but you can also see this from another YouTuber, Canadian guy here. And Nintendo have quite a few affiliate companies, so why couldn't they get one of their affiliate companies to make a proper remaster? Or if Nintendo really couldn't been bothered to do anything than just making a resolution a bit more better, then at least they could have made it full screen, or at least make frame around the game, like they have done with the games on NES Classic, with the different frames you can choose on to add some style. In terms of controls, Nintendo have done a good job with adjusting the controls for both handheld mode using Joy-Cons or using the Pro Controller. However, one thing that to note is that if you plug in a GameCube controller using the adapter, this will act as a normal USB controller like the Pro Controller, so therefore you won't be able to use the GameCube controller as you would have been able to on the original GameCube version, which I think is a real shame, because if Nintendo just made a small update to the Switch to allow natural control for the GameCube, instead of just recognising it as a normal USB controller, Nintendo could have made some fancy limited edition controllers. It would have been a good collectible. But for the price of £50 for 3 classic games that just simply is ported over without any new redesigned graphics at all, and to make things worse is that it's a limited edition, so you can only purchase it until the 31st of March 2021, and that is for both physical and digitally. But even physical stock is very limited, so a lot of customers are already selling their pre-orders on eBay, and already they are going for way more than £50. And because of this, I think that this will be an expensive collectible in no time after March the 31st. But then this could be a possibility that Nintendo might release these games alongside other Nintendo 64 games, GameCube games and Nintendo Wii games to add to their Nintendo Online streaming service. Anyway, what do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more gaming news and video game reviews in the future.